I knew something was wrong probably 11 or 12 weeks ago now. There are runs that I knew I should have stopped. And there were days that even before I started, I was saying, this probably isn't going to be good. And I kept going anyways. Not because I'm tough, and it certainly isn't because I'm smart. It's mostly because us runners are really good at convincing ourselves that we're going to get through it. Now here I am, 81, 82 days out from Uri 100, and I'm in a damn boot for 4 weeks. So it kind of got me thinking, many of us know that we shouldn't run, we still go anyways. So that's what we're going to talk about today. Welcome to the Ultra Nurse Podcast. This is where we run long and work even longer. I'm your host, Brad, a flight nurse, paramedic, dad of 3, and a mid-of-the-pack ultra runner just trying to figure this whole endurance thing out 1 mile at a time. This podcast is about running, especially long, all while balancing work, family, and everything else that comes with real life. That's how we're starting this one out this week, boys and girls. Not good, not good. This one's in real time. I'm not telling a story from 4 years ago, and I'm not telling a fable out from 2 years ago where everything worked out perfect and Snow White was saved by the dwarfs. No, this is about right now. Right now. Foot in a boot for all you people watching. Yeah, I do not recommend this type of a running shoe. It is bulky, it is heavy, it is rigid, it is expensive, and not fun. Not good. Training plan has changed. There's a monster of a 100-mile race on the calendar, and we're trying to make smart decisions after spending a couple months of making really stupid decisions. So I'll just get it started. My story, my most recent story. You know, I noticed something about 11 or 12 weeks ago, right? Running. I was chasing. I need a mountain shoe because the Hoka Challengers will not work in the San Juans. Even though after reading some Reddit reports, some people have worn Skechers running hard rock. So, but anyways, I'm chasing a mountain shoe. I get put in a Solomon, and you know what? Felt great in the store. My shoe guy, Kevin, top-notch guy. I trust him with my life. And this is no knock against anybody on the show. No knock, certainly not knock. It's Kevin. I highly respect him. And it come to find out, it's not the shoe. Anyways, I don't want to fast forward here. Puts me in the Solomon, feels great. I go out for a couple runs in it, shorter, and I'm like, this shoe is awesome. And then I go long. And get some heel pain towards the end of the run. And I told myself it's the shoes, right? Because that's what us runners do. We always blame the shoes. I do. All my bad runs is the shoes' fault. And like literally, like when I get blisters or whatever, damn Hokas, blah, blah, blah. So we blame the shoe rotation, right? Maybe there's too much cushion. That the new Ultra Glides has this weird kind of sole on it. I don't know. I'm not a shoe guy. Feels good. But anyways, maybe the drop change, maybe it's a different foam. And then you start chasing shoes, right? So I go back into the Challengers. Actually, the first weekend of the Challengers, no heel pain whatsoever. And then, so I'm like, I'll just stick with these, right? And then the next weekend I ran long in them, and then the heel pain came back. So I'm like, dang, it's still the Solomons. They just threw something off. Anyways, so again, Hoka Challengers, can't wear them out there. So I'm going to try nothing against any of these shoes. So I try Mount Coast T1s, feel great, feel fantastic the first, because I always run in them short, right? These are going to work great. I run long, heel pain again. Different models, different support, different ideas, kind of. And, again, to be fair, sometimes it felt a little better, right? Just enough change to kind of keep me going. And it was working in my mind. And to be honest, it probably made things worse, right? Because changing shoes, every time I change shoes, it would give me hope that I could outsmart it, looking back at it, right? And I wrote this down here. I wrote this down. It's lies we tell ourselves, right? It's kind of a classic. It's kind of a classic for runners, right? Ah, so I wrote down some of these phrases that I personally have told myself, right? And it's, oh, it'll warm up after a mile. It only hurts at first, right? It's just an easy run. This is the big one. I'll stop if it gets worse. Oh gosh, Brad. I need this work. I need to get this workout done. I need this. I need this 5-hour workout. If I don't do this, if I don't get the 5 hours on the hills today, 3 months out, I am not going to finish the Year 100, right? Or, it's probably nothing, probably just soft tissue, right? And I guarantee you, everybody listening to the show has said one of those phrases at least once in their career. And, sometimes really it might be nothing, right? And then sometimes it's something. And that's part of the hard part is really, like, oh, I got this lingering issue. Is it something or is it not something, right? So why do we keep running then? Because, like, I don't know about all y'all, but most runners I know, including myself, we hate losing momentum. We hate starting over. Ugh, back on square one. We don't like doing that, right? We hate missing. We hate missing runs, and especially when a race is coming up, because it feels like, oh, if I don't do this run, I'm not finishing this race, right? And it's stupid to do, especially when your training's going well. Seriously, I don't know. That URA is such a big goal. It's such a big race for me. It's really easy to think. It's really easy to get it in your head like, I can't stop now. I can't. I won't finish, right? I don't know. That's kind of trap I got in. And then after about a month or two, I started the opinion tour, right? I started to ask a lot of runners, oh, do you think this is, and going on Reddit and searching online, collecting all sorts of opinions. I talked to this person, I talked to that person, I went to, and nothing against any of these people, because they're all wonderful. And I talked to PT. I went to PT a few times. I went to podiatry. I was even in acute care. I was at the primary care. I went to my shoe guy, running buddy, internet experts. Again, no shots at anybody. Love some of those people I consider on my team. My physical therapist, Amanda, awesome. Awesome. My chiro, Josh, awesome. Even my podiatrist, Arns, awesome, awesome people. Shoe guy, Kevin, can't say enough. I will ride or die with these people by my side and be by their side for whatever they need in life too. So this ain't a shot at them whatsoever. Also, I had weird symptoms, which I'll get to. These people were just trying to help, right? But with the weird symptoms, I ended up with a bunch of different opinions and I had really no clarity, right? But my symptoms were kind of gradual and they were kind of in a weird location. It was mostly on the side of my lateral aspect. I sound like a radiologist, the lateral aspect of the, but no, it's on the outside of my heel, pretty much right below my ankle, right up at the fat pad. Just felt like somebody had a blowtorch on there. Usually about after 3 hours of running, and then after the run's just bad. And then if you pushed up on the outside of the heel, bad there too. At times I would get pain, like sort of. So one weekend, my ankle, the malleolus or whatever they call it. Again, I'm a crappy nurse and paramedic, but again, okay, break. Put a bookmark in right here because I'm gonna tell a funny story here. So back when I fractured my foot a few years back, I'm in the podiatry office and he's explaining all that. I'm like, hey, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, man. You're talking gibberish. He goes, ain't you a flight nurse and ER nurse? And I'm like, bro, no offense to you and your profession, but I don't give a crap about the foot unless it's cut off and you're squirting blood out everywhere. Anyways, back on point. So I don't know a whole lot about the foot. A little bit, but oh my God, I hope my employer ain't listening to me. They're going to be like, you are fired. Anyways, but yeah, so sometimes those symptoms there, right? I had like like one weekend I had like bright red. Also was on the ankle, and then on the back part, like right off the side of my Achilles, just bright red. I thought it was another nurse friend of mine thought it was shingles. So I went to acute care and I'm like, is this shingles? It almost looked like it was gonna break out. It was burning and itching. Wasn't shingles. So that was a weird symptom, right? And then most times, like, okay, somebody was like plantar fascia. Didn't hurt when I got out of bed. Next days, usually I felt pretty good. Then I go run, and I felt like on my hour runs, no pain whatsoever. Like usually no pain whatsoever. I get through them. I get home or get in the car even, searing pain on the side of my foot. So weird. Going up on my runs, climbing and descending usually didn't hurt. But then when I started running on the flat, pain. But, most times it felt really manageable. And so like that uncertainty can keep you running way longer than you really should. So what should I've done? Like when I look back, I always try to reevaluate anything. I'm trying to change my ways and not looking at the past, right? I probably should have I in hindsight, I thought as most runners we do, right? It's nothing, right? I hate going to the doctor. Oh my God, I hate going to the doctor. No offense to the doctor, but I should have respected the pattern that I was in a little earlier, right? And I did take a few days off here and there, and I started seeing the proper channels. Again, it was just a weird kind of set of circumstances. I I don't know. I don't know what I could have done any different. It's just really bad timing. I went in about a month ago, got an x-ray, saw podiatry. We kind of had a plan going on, hey, we need to start cross-training a little bit, take a little bit of the load off it, but we don't want to shut it all down, blah, 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 this and that. It just didn't get any better, so I begged for an MRI. We got it. And then this week showed a fracture of the anterior calcaneal process with marrow edema in that area, and also up where the tibia fibula is some edema up in there, and also thickening of the plantar fascia. So that's what I got going on. So basically a stress fracture, I guess, in a boot for 4 weeks. I cannot run. I can't do stair stepper. I'm told not to load that foot up. So no squatting, no deadlifts, no Bulgarian split squats, which I kind of started to enjoy. So no real strength workout for legs, which is a bummer. The running is one thing, but damn, I really wish I could keep strength training the legs. So yeah. I don't know. Looking back again, I wish I could have gotten the imaging sooner. Man, you know what? Here's a rant. They need to make MRIs more accessible. X-rays are just like blah. Just MRI. Damn it. Make MRI. I'm making a hat. I'm sorry, all you anti-Trumpers out there. You're going to get pissed at me. I hate Trump too. I hate all politicians. Let me stance there. Anyways, I'm going to make a hat that says, make MRIs accessible or something like that. Anyways, that was pretty stupid. But geez, I wish I would have got an image sooner. I'd probably be over the hump now. I don't know. Whatever. It is what it is. We're in it, right? But then, okay, moving on forward to some notes I took down too. We're all over the place. This is an important note I wrote down. I highlighted it here on my screen. And a lot of runners, myself included, we confuse stubbornness with toughness. Toughness is finishing a hard workout. Okay, this is the definition that I wrote down here. Toughness is finishing a workout when you're mentally exhausted. Stubbornness is ignoring warning signs because you don't want to change your plan. They're not the same things. No way. I've definitely been pretty stubborn and bullheaded about this. And you know what? Our line of work, and I'm talking to you, my healthcare and EMS people, and I know there's a ton of people out there, well, maybe not a ton, not that popular, but that don't work in healthcare, but it doesn't help. Our line of work does not help our situation out, you know, because our line of work, we push through, right? Pushing through is normal in our line of work. You're tired, we keep going. You're hungry, we keep working, right? We don't take lunch, right? Stress is high, you go right through it. Bad night, part of the job. So we carry that mindset into our training a lot of times. We don't pivot, we don't adjust, we just push, 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 push. And that's a problem. It's a problem. Got me into this mess with Das Boot on. So what is my plan? So what's the plan going forward here? All right. Right now it's simple. Well, it's not simple. Oh my God. This is like Houston, we have a problem. There's my movie reference for the day. Apollo 13. Yeah. So right now as I'm recording this, we're 82 days out from the Area 100, and I got put in a boot today, 4 weeks. 4 weeks to go back. Hopefully it's healed up. Hopefully all the inflammation is subsided, and hopefully things have calmed down. Hopefully the bones healed up. That plantar fascia settles down, and yeah, and then we're gonna reassess. Then take the boot off, start walking, slowly loading that foot up. As far as like training going through this, yeah, it's gonna be hard. It's yeah, I just don't know where that's gonna go right now. I'm working with my coach Ben, super good dude. Love my coach. Super positive. We're gonna keep this going. We're gonna get through this. He talked me off the ledge a couple times, and utilize the bike as much as possible. There's going to be no real long efforts. The most I could sit on a bike for is about an hour at a time. So maybe do an hour and then lift upper body for an hour, then go back on the bike for another hour. I'm going to check out a local YMCA. I supposedly they got some these weighted things that'll hold you up in the water so you can run without hitting the bottom of the pool. And again, maybe do that for a half hour to keep the engine tight. As far as leg strength, yeah, I just don't know what I'm going to be able to do without loading up that foot. And I don't want to lift just the right leg because then there'll be such an indifference when I come back. So I'm working with PT, my physical therapist. I got a list here of stuff I can do. And a lot of it's like a little bit of mobility and some strength stuff, but without loading the foot, basically in the hips and glutes. So at least that'll work. But that's the plan forward. Another aspect of this is getting sleep. I can't work for 4 weeks. I need to be 100% to be able to do my job on the helicopter. There's no light duty work where I work. So I'm off work. I'm at home, driving myself crazy. So I'm really, 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 really going to focus on rest, sleeping. Sleep is when your body does wonders. It's the best form of medicine is sleep. I'm also going to highly focus on my nutrition. 1 gram of protein per pound every day. I am tracking it religiously. I am not going to eat like crap. And I'm really going to watch sugar. I am not drinking bubblers anymore. I was giving myself 1 bubbler a day. I know they're terrible for you, but I was running a lot of miles. But I'm really going to watch my nutrition. Clean food, high protein, and there's a lot of evidence out there that, when you're recovering from injury, protein is key. Also supplements. I always take vitamin D, but I think I might add a little calcium supplement and maybe some magnesium as well. And I'll still stay on the creatine and I got protein whey mix too. But yeah, so nutrition's good. I have compression leggings now. And I'm also trying red light, medical grade red light boot, to try to promote blood flow to that foot. The good thing is that, interesting thought, to those that don't know the foot too much, like myself, I learned that the calcaneus bone is one of the most vascular bones in the lower extremity. So, especially in the foot, it's the most vascular. So I got that going for me. So we're going to promote more blood flow down there and cell regeneration. So that's kind of what I'm doing. And then just taking it easy. I don't know. Maybe I'll read a few books. I read a lot of books the last time I was injured. A few books. I'm going to play a lot of guitar, and I'm going to work on between the ears, and I'm going to use this to my advantage, right? I'm going to build back smart. And then when I take the boot off, you're hearing a ton of clicking because we're getting a thunderstorm and all these alerts are popping up on my camera. Anyways, I'm going to build back smart. I'm listening to people. I'm going to go to PT once a week, even with this boot on. And the plan is take the boot off in a month, assess it at the podiatry office, start walking, just walking, probably for a week. Walking first week, maybe tilt it up, maybe get on not even at first, we're just going to walk flat, walk 2 miles, right? Whatever. I don't know, whatever they say. And then maybe start tilting it up a little bit. And then we'll do controlled running, easy efforts, see how it responds, and then just go up gradually on the volume. We're going to earn long runs back. We're not going to push them, right? And we'll have about, if everything goes planned, I'll have let's see here, math, about 55 days to train for one of the hardest 100-milers in all the land. I got a good base, though. I tell you that. I think the crazy thing is, I just looking at this. People, if you're wondering, I don't think I talked about this on this episode. Like, if you're wondering about the race that I picked out to do this year, my A race, I don't know. So it's got like 43,000 feet of climbing in 102 miles. It's super steep, some technical sections. Just for reference, the Mines of Spain, which I consider to be a slightly hilly race, has 13,000 feet. So it's like, what? Almost 4 times the vert, 3.5 times the vert. It's crazy. And so, like, I've been getting asked a lot, are you really going to still do that? And it's like, yeah, I'm planning on it, right? I am planning on starting that race. I already paid for it. I can't get my money back. There's no deferments. There's no refunds. I've never been out to Colorado. So I'm going. And the plan is, I'm going to be responsible. I'm going to try getting healthy. But if I'm not 100%, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to start the race. I'm going to walk up and I'm going to see Silver Basin. And I'll walk down. I was planning on running down it. I was planning on power hiking and trying to push a little bit. And then I'm going to go to Chicago Tunnel. I'm going to see that. I'm going to walk down. If I don't feel good, I could always just, hey, I'm done, right? And then I'll go up to Fort Peabody. I'll see that. I've never seen this. I've never seen the mountains before. So I'll just walk around for a little while and miss the cutoff. Treat it like a vacation. And I'm going out with my dad. Whatever. It's a vacation. But I'm not quitting right now. I'm not quitting. You know what? If I were a betting man, I would bet the farm. I'm betting the farm on me that I'm going to finish that race this year. And I'm not going to push it because I got responsibilities. I got to get back to work and I got to chase my kids around the yard, and I only got one body. And I know there'll be other races, but I'm going to bet the farm. But I talk about this a lot. And so when I'm going to wrap this up here, my final thoughts, it's super important because this is teaching me. I'm learning. I still learn. I still learn doing this. I'm learning doing this podcast, right? It's reminding me. It's that, a lot of times the smart move feels really soft, especially in this day and age with social media. You see, and nothing against the running influencers. They're awesome. They're incredible human beings, and I like watching their shit. But those are elite. they're not human. So we watch all these people running 100 miles a week for 10 years and you know and doing all this insane stuff, and it's like it makes you feel soft times, right? I don't know. It sometimes the best thing to do is just to rest and heal and start over carefully. I don't know. So if you know something that feels off, pay attention to it. Everybody's calling me crazy. I was right. That's what I am. That person. I gloat in it, right? I'm like, you know what? Hey, I found see, I can find a positive. The people that I work with, and maybe people in the past might think of me as a negative. Oh my God, he complains a lot. You know what? I can find gold in a dog turd nowadays, and I'm kind of annoying about it because guess what? Out of all this stuff, out of this boot and this disaster, guess what? I was still right about something that makes me happy because I knew there was something wrong, and there was something wrong. No, but you know what? Just don't panic, right? We're not panicking here. I'm not panicking. I know I'm going to finish that damn race. I'm going to get it done. This is going to happen. You don't need to panic. You're not going to quit forever, right? You don't need to prove your toughness by ignoring injuries, right? So some of the smartest runners I know are the ones willing to pull it back. And yeah, probably should have shut it down sooner. Now I'm shutting her down. Oh, I should stop talking. I don't know. Pray for me. Pray for me. And this is going to be a fun journey. So I'm done talking about it now. But so what I'm going to do on my social medias, I thought this was going to be a good idea too. Because I don't know, there's probably some crap out there. I'm going to primarily do this on YouTube and my Instagram. But I'm going to document what I'm doing every day to get over this. Like, it's gonna be like, follow me as I live the day in the life of a barista in Chicago. Like one of them annoying ones. Nah, I'm not gonna do it quite like that. It's gonna be low production. But like seriously, it's gonna be like, hey, this is what I'm doing to try to maintain my fitness and just get through this month while being smart and taking care of my body, but yet trying to hold on to my hopes and dreams. And hopefully it provides some people some hope and inspiration of getting through this kind of stuff and navigating it and what matters and what doesn't and blah, blah, blah. So that's what I'm going to be doing this month. I'm going to focus on that. It'll give me something to do, right? I can't play guitar 8 hours a day. Well, I could, but yeah, anyways, I'm going to stop talking here. We'll get through this. And, yeah, if you're dealing with injury right now too, dude, there's hope. And you know what else? I'll just do one other thing that'll highlight here. This episode's terrible. Stop listening to me, people. I do realize, and I say this a lot, this is going to come to an end for all of us one day. And it's very important. I'm going to keep rambling on here because I got to talk about this. Dude, I was so burned out of running because of this injury. I just wasn't having fun for the past month. And ran Loud Thunder. And I was going to run the 50K. I was going to run it with my good friend Stacy. And I made the right call. I'm like, dude, I'm going to drop down to the half. I don't know if I can make it through the 50K. Like, I didn't want to screw it up too much. I'm glad I did, even though I did end up running 20 miles at this event. But I dropped down, ran the half with my dad. The whole race, me and my dad, our good friend Amy and Tammy, ran the whole race together. And it was fun. It was a great run. I felt pretty good the whole time. And then I went out after finishing. We all finished together, ran the whole thing together, had tons of laughs, good conversations. I carried the hugest teddy bear on my shoulders up hills and through the forest for 2 miles. Dad carried a tennis racket. I think Amy carried a pony, and Tammy carried a phone cord, which she didn't even throw down to us to pull us up the damn hills. Anyways, but it was fun. It was awesome. So it was a great weekend. I went down, I did hill repeats on the Reservoir Hill, which is about 100 feet and like under a tenth of a mile, and just did like 25 hill repeats. There's people on it the whole time. We were just chatting. shooting good shit with people, met some awesome human beings there, and I didn't feel that bad until I was coming back. And then Sunday went out, beautiful morning. I felt great starting out, ran 4,000 feet in like 2 hours, up and down Calcite. I got home, it was bad. And then I had my MRI Monday. So anyways, but yeah, it was just I don't know. So at least I had one good last weekend before it all got shut down. Dude, I ran on this fracture for 2 months, and I look back and I'm like, I think I have like over 400 miles. Yeah, it was over 400 miles and like 75,000 feet of climbing. So I got the base down. So I actually got a pretty good base down, and my fitness is off the charts. I'm betting the farm on me that I'm going to finish it right. Anyways, that's a wrap for today. I'm done. Thanks for spending part of your run or shift or whatever life with me. And if you find this episode helpful, or you know another runner that could you think would like, or anybody that would like to listen to it, share it with them. And make sure that you follow the show. And please subscribe. Please give me a like and a subscribe on Spotify. And also follow me on Instagram or TikTok. I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. It helps out more than you think. And leave a rating or comment. And I appreciate the hell out of everybody being here. Go rip some miles. Love each and every one of you. And be safe. God bless.